Good morning, friends, from a rainy South Yorkshire morning. Life is good, friends. I'm here having a nice cup of coffee, and I've just dropped my son for his appointment. I'm just waiting till they finish so I can pick him up and drop him home, and then I can crack on with my day. It's been a while, friends. Today's day 24 since I had my last cigarette after my recent relapse. Life is good to give up smoking. I feel good. The usual benefits of giving up addiction such as cigarettes are visible, and you feel it as well, So life is good, friends. I ordered a flat white. A good coffee, once you take a sip or two, you feel the flavors and the strength of it, and the way they make the coffee just the right temperature, not too warm, not too cold. There's a balance, and it's beautiful when you have a nice cup of coffee in the morning. Also an addiction, but a less of a destructive addiction than cigarettes, for example, alcohol and so on. I've been particularly busy yesterday. I intended to make my daily video, but my body was shattered. I was really tired. I had work, I had uni, I had so many other things on the side. So sometimes I think I need to learn how to relax and just take it easy. But nonetheless, Uber's been picking up as well. Jobs are coming through, and they've made some small changes. They think they're smart. From a 3-minute waiting time when you get to a customer's pickup location, they've reduced it to 2 minutes. But then if they decide to take longer, you have to wait 3 minutes before. So it equals the same thing. 5 minutes before you're able to cancel or get paid, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But nonetheless, friends, this coffee is amazing. When it's raining, there's not much you can do in terms of recording outdoors, unless you have one of them waterproof cameras. But in the warmth of the car and the comfort of the car, one can always make a video and talk. And these days I've been listening to a lot of podcasts about cryptocurrencies and the future of money and the way things are going. As we know, here in the UK, a lot of people are protesting about immigration and so on, and all this nonsense that's going on. But the real protest in society should be the way they devalue a hard-earned work, our money. You work, do an honest day's living, you get a wage, but the wage you get, the value of it doesn't take it far in terms of buying what you need, paying the bills. So that should be a crime in itself, because what they do is they print money, and that devalues the money. And they like to give it fancy names or fancy words, quantitative of easing and all this nonsense. So the real protest should be people, ordinary people, working class people, protesting about the taxation and the bills that keep on rising. Like my electricity and gas tariffs are coming to an end, and they're going up. They're going on a standard variable, which is one of the cheapest, and both of them have gone up together combined about £80. So why am I getting charged an extra 80 now for gas and electricity together? Then next year will be another 80. So it's never ending. It's never ending. You're a slave to the system, and there's not much we can do, because we're all distracted with divisions and what color you're from, or what color you are, where you're from, instead of us acknowledging that we're getting bummed by the government, by the system, who are making us work harder for less. And that should be the real protest. But there are so many ignorant people. Ignorance is it's like the ninth wonder of the world. It's unbelievable that this day and age people are blinded by nonsense and division. And the way the world is going, we're all interconnected, whether you like it or not. But the real problems that we have in society, as I highlighted, they are the reasons we should be protesting on the streets peacefully, you know, within the realms of the law. But there are so many ignorant people, and I pick up a lot of people on Uber, and we have great conversations. But you realize that some people, they have very narrow minds, and whatever they see on the news, the mainstream news, or the one-sided news channels and media, this is what they know. So sometimes I have to be very diplomatic in the car, not to, you know, open their eyes too much to the normal views or the real views, because they may take offense to it. And a big FU to the system, to the corrupt politicians, to the people who make us work harder for our money on the hamster wheel, the slavery of the 9 to 5. A big finger to them is to invest your money into something that they can't control to an extent. And the best thing that we have in this day and era is cryptocurrencies, and the exact coin is called Bitcoin. If you can put some money into Bitcoin, then you'll be doing yourself a favor in your future, because Bitcoin is not going anywhere, friends. And this is not another video of, you know, some guy that's, you know, crazy about cryptocurrencies. No, but I've looked into it, and it's been around since 2009, and people have come up with all sorts of nonsense that it'll be gone, it's not real. It's real. You can spend the Bitcoin and buy what you want, and it's the best performing asset amongst equities, gold, you name it. Yes, it's volatile, but you got to have the balls to just understand that this thing is, you know, still in its young age. It will be volatile, but you have to hold on to your horses and just ride it, and it will pay off. And if you know, people say it's too expensive, £82,000 a coin, but just hold your horses for a bit. Dollar cost average, whatever they call it, buy what you can. It don't matter, it all adds up. Eventually the satoshis, which are the small amounts of the Bitcoin, will become, you know, worth a lot. So you're gonna be doing yourself a favor, and it's the best way to get at the system. You know, you free yourself from the fiat currencies that they keep on printing and devaluing, and there are no borders with Bitcoin. You can go to Somaliland in Africa. If they accept Bitcoin, you can pay it there. No one, you know, wherever you go in the world, you can carry it with you. Let me know what you guys think today, friends, about the topics I've touched upon. Leave it in the comments, and let me know if I'm onto something good about this cryptocurrency thing. Life is good, friends. Day 24 since I gave up smoking cigarettes. I feel good, and I'm determined to stay away from this evil cancerous stick, and I'll be checking in with you guys later.